I'ma mask up and take it, 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 mask up and take it.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, the only mask channel that's kind of disappointed in you guys. The video before this was a Hazel Mae's Setting Sun music video reaction, and I did make fun of the band pretty badly, but I did it on my video, on my channel. It was a reaction video. I was just giving my honest opinion of the band and the video and the music. I did not realize that you guys would go to that band's page, get on their music video, and leave a bunch of thumbs down and shitty comments. And I kind of regret putting that video up now. The guys in Hazel Mae's actually saw the video, told me that I had some fair assessments, and were very, very polite about it. It would be one thing to make fun of that band in my comment section, but to go there onto their page and leave thumbs down and shitty comments is another thing. That actually really does impact a content creator's stuff, or in this case, the band, and I just don't like that. So yeah, I'll put it to you this way. I genuinely do not like Mushroomhead. I don't like their music, I don't like certain band members, and I know a lot of stories about that band that would probably make you question them as well. But never once have I ever just looked them up, gone to their page, left shitty comments, and thumbs down their videos. I'll make fun of them here on my channel, all day, every day. But to just go out of your way to be kind of a douche and mean is really strange to me. And that's coming from probably the biggest dickhead you'll ever meet. So yeah, enough dwelling on that. Let's go ahead and get on into today's video. So I will let you guys know that I have acquired a pretty large piece for the collection, not just physically, but also financially and sentimentally, I guess. And that piece is a Gwar piece. I'm not going to tell you guys which one yet, but I should have it within the next month or so. And I'm super excited. So I've been retouching on Gwar, trying to pick up where I left off, and I'm lucky to be able to do even more research now than I did a couple years ago because more stuff has come out, and it just feels like Gwar has been breathed new life into my life. So I was looking at some old school photos of Gwar because I really enjoy the 90s stuff, like the super crude looks. Everything was very, very homemade, and around, I don't know, 2006-ish when Beyond Hell came out, they started to go with a really clean look for the band, very professional, a lot higher quality, which is totally fine. I just do prefer the old crude looks. And in a lot of these old photos, especially around 95 and prior, Flatus Maximus had a very specific style mask. Before it became a mean looking mask, it was a really goofy looking mask, and it definitely matched like Pete Lee's character. His voice was all high pitched and I can't even fucking impersonate it, so pretend that I ever even did that. Yeah, let's play the rock and roll show. He was kind of like that guy. But it was a half face mask, and he painted the lower half of his face, and the top half was obviously a half face mask, like I just said. And it really resembled this old mask that I got at a thrift store last year. For a while there, I started to think that they actually used this as a base mask for one of those copies, and then later resculpted a newer version that was very similar, but I don't actually think that it is this mask, but it is super fucking similar. So, in today's video, we are going to be converting this piece into a Flatus Maximus mask. It's going to be a very simple conversion because literally everything that we need is right here on the mask. We're going to be cutting this, we're going to be painting this red and adding the black marks. We are also going to be painting the styrofoam head underneath so that we have a nice little display. And Flatus's real mask even had some wild, crazy, long, gross gray hair. So we're just going to be working with what we've got here, and it should be pretty cool. So I am pretty excited, and I think that it's going to look pretty gnarly, and you can use this as a tutorial if anybody out there has a mask that's similar to this and you guys want to convert it into your own Flatus Maximus mask. I know that's a very specific thing, like, hey kids, do you have an old man mask that's a half mask with gray hair? Do you also really like Gwar? Want to turn it into a Flatus Maximus mask? But yeah, this is just a personal project I have decided to film, and I think that it's going to turn out pretty cool, and I think that you guys are going to start seeing more and more Gwar content on this channel anyway. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into this conversion. Alright, so since the Flatus character really came into its own in the early 90s, he's always been this sort of dinosaur-esque creature. He's always had like dinosaur armor, skulls of other dinosaurs over his chest and his shoulders, and he's always stuck with the red theme. I think ever since they started the red Flatus Maximus theme, he has been a red creature, so we are going to be painting him red. It doesn't look like a fire engine red, it's more along the lines of what I have here is called ripe tomato. It's like a very light red. So we've got some acrylic red and we have some acrylic black. I have two different sized paintbrushes, and that is all we're going to need for the paint portion of this conversion. Alright, so the first thing that we are going to do, looking at our reference photos here, is we are going to cut the mask slightly flatter across the face. As you can see, this one has some little cheek wrinkles. They're like saggy cheeks that hang down over the mask. We are actually just going to cut those straight across. That's pretty self-explanatory. I don't even think we need to mark that out, so we'll just go ahead and get that out of the way. And this mask is vinyl, so the good news is it's not going to rot. We can definitely mistreat this piece and everything will be fine, because vinyl is plastic, and obviously plastic doesn't rot and really doesn't wither away at all, which is pretty cool. Alright, we've got him cut across there, and really didn't change too much of the actual mask, but in the photos you can definitely just tell the Flatus's is straight across the face. So now we're going to try to get all the hair out of the way and get the painting done. Alright, so we've got a nice even coat of red on this thing. We're going to go ahead and let it dry, and then we will come back over and do some detailing with the black and the smaller paintbrush. Alright, now that our red is nice and dry, you can see it dried a little bit darker so it doesn't look like a pumpkin so much now, as much as a red-faced man. We're going to go ahead and add the black details. We're going to be doing black on the eyebrows, and then there were some very primitive looking weird black lines that came down and kind of matched some of the wrinkles on the face. And then when we paint the foam head, there's going to be some black on there as well. So let's get started. So now that we've got everything nice and dry, it's all painted up, we are going to go ahead and get on to the last part of this conversion. We are going to start messing with the hair. I am not excited for this whatsoever, and I don't know how it's going to turn out. Basically what he's got here are a bunch of dreads, and I'm just going to use the same dreading technique that I would use on like a West German clown. I've got some nice hair product here that smells really good, courtesy of Kate. She doesn't know that I'm using this, and she's probably going to kill me because over the course of the last year, I have emptied this bottle. Did I say that it smells good? It smells really good. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get started. Alright guys, here is our completed project, and I say that because obviously the real mask had a lot more hair than this one does, but I made do with what I could. Tried to dread it up in those big, thick, chunky dreads, and it's synthetic hair, so it's not great, but it'll do. I think it looks good enough for now, especially for just a thrift store mask that took maybe an hour to convert from start to finish. Went ahead and added some white strips because, as you can see in these photos of Flatus, he does have a few strands of hair that are different colors, or a few dreads that are a little brighter than the other ones, so I went ahead and did that. But yeah, we are completely finished here. I think it turned out cool. I definitely dig the way that it looks. You can't really beat it for like $1 Goodwill score. So maybe this will inspire you guys to go out and do something of your own. And that's pretty much it for this video. So I am going to leave you guys with some nice up-close shots of this thing, and that'll be that. So I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. Say no to drugs and alcohol, and until next time, we will see you later.
Perfect.
So,
What?
um,
That's where the ringworm went in. Right there. Big ringworm. Texas ringworm.
Texas.
Come on, let's start
Are you
the show.
a Rastafarian with the dreads?
No.
You do you smoke, don't you?
Oh, of course. Come on, let's do this rock and roll show.